Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team. This video is going to be about Nikola Motors stock. So if you want to know what their stock symbol is, it is NKLA. I'll give you a overall analysis on that stock in a moment. So let's talk about who Nikola Motors is for a couple moments. So a lot of people ask, are they the next Tesla? Tesla by Elon Musk is a huge company. So there's some comparisons and a lot of chatter on the message boards that believe that Nikola Motors is going to be the next Tesla. Do we know that? No. But again, lots of chatter online talking about them. So, what kind of company are they exactly? Well, they're a zero emissions tractor trailer company, also known as Class 8 vehicles manufacturing, and they're based in Arizona. So, let's take a look at Nikola Motors stock here. Let's do an analysis on it. Their stock symbol is NKLA. So, you'll see right here, here's a daily chart of Nikola and you'll see it was just kind of flat, and then it had that kind of nice move up, and this thing pumped up pretty huge. This went from, right around the $18, where does that, 16 $18 range, and then it went all the way up to $94. And now you'll see it's right back down at around $18 again. So that's a huge drop down. So you'll see, kind of just doing some basic technical analysis, if you look back here, here was the previous peak right around that $16 range. And what happens in the past affects the future. So again, support resistance patterns, very, very important when trading, because when you're buying any type of stock, you want to make sure you buy low and then sell high, right? So you'll see Nikola Motors had a, breakout a little bit above $16, and you'll see it went up, comes back down, and looks like it's going to retest right here, but it stayed above right around that $20 range. So it kind of formed a base right over in here, and then kind of formed that cup and handle-ish pattern, and then it went up and it broke out, and this thing flew up to $93. So you can kind of draw your trend line up over here. Let's see. When you kind of do your trend line like this. So you'll see price went up. Again, this affects in the future over here. So you'll see price went up. It broke this kind of a flat top-ish right up over here. So you can see it kind of went over, kind of did not an ascending triangle. It was not perfect. You'll see it kind of a couple of peaks right up here, had higher lows forming. So you can call that kind of a cup and handle. You could even say maybe it turned into not really an ascending triangle, but you see those higher lows formed. It went and then it broke out right over here at that $39 level, pumped up, and then look what it does. It comes right back down and it retests that, right around $40, right? So at this point, you'll see these higher lows. I'll remove this drawing right here. Higher lows or lower highs are being formed right up over here. So that's not a good sign. You'll see right down, kind of was like a descending triangle here. And now you can see there's a peak right over in here. So now it has kind of a descending triangle pattern. And descending triangles are a bearish pattern. So we'll have to watch and see. Is it going to hold right here? You can see right back over here, it affects the future. You'll see it comes back and retests that, that $16, $17 range, goes up, comes back down, retesting it again. So it might be holding support. We'll have to watch and see. So we'll see right now, look up and see, if it gets a pop up to that $31 area again. But ideally, you want to see it once it gets up there, that's resistance levels. Then you want to see if it can break above and break out of that descending triangle, and ideally get above this previous peak right around, what is that? Around $38. And then you can see some other resistance levels right up over, kind of in this area here, right around 47, and then right up around $54. So at the moment, it's in that descending triangle pattern. It is a good sign at the moment that it's holding support here. So these are the The areas that you look to potentially get in a position, these small candlestick patterns near support, you want to be careful when price breaks out and hits these peak levels and you see those those bigger candles like this or those high wave candles near resistance. You have to be careful because that's resistance, right? You want to buy low near support levels and then you look to sell high near resistance levels. So, what is Nikola Motor stock going to do in the future? Not sure, but at the moment, we'll have to see if the support level holds and then continues up and can break out of that descending triangle.